Let us give thanks and praise to our Savior Todd, and hope he fills our cup with lots of glitch juice and suck juice. Let us hope that our glitches be bountiful. Except, yea, O Lord, except for the game-breaking kind of glitches that would erase all of my save data, ye Lord. Stroked was he. Anyway, welcome back. Bingo card is at bit.ly/scringo. And I have mine open. I have not looked at it. I know it works, but I have not looked at it. Oh, that's a great way to start a stream, isn't it? Fucking bug horror. Someone in chat said, I'm surprised that the Skyrim streams have gone on as long as they have. Yeah, me too, to be honest. Me too, to be honest. I don't know how this happened. But here we are. So I guess continuing the mission in Solstheim, I don't know, I got some shit I gotta do, and I gotta see a man about a horse. Oh, I remember I got this last time. I've decided that this was a better light armor alternative than my other one. I also have a bunch of spears. Why do I have those again? Oh right, yeah, bow and arrow. Okay, yeah, that whole last stream was like a fever dream.
That look on your face, I'm guessing you've never seen a silt strider before.
Nope.
This is Dusty. I personally trained her from a lava. Feels like a lifetime ago now. She hasn't been in traveling condition for quite a while now. I've tried to let her go off on her own, but she insists on staying here.
Revis is in love with the Silt Strider.
We get by trading odds and ends with the locals.
Thanks, Serana.
I decided to stay here and make sure she passes in peace.
That's already a free spot.
Do for her. Every once in a while, a local makes it out here, although they usually just want to catch a glimpse of Dusty. Silt Striders are pretty rare now. What would you like to know?
How do they eat? What do they poop? Where do they go? Why are they so big?
The blast from
Why are they so rare?
Wiped most of them out. Found Dusty in a small cave on Vardenfell. Silt Strider cocoons are pretty tough. Mostly for transporting goods and people.
What do they smell like? Asking for a friend.
A Silt Strider carapace is so strong it can withstand the harshest of weather. Even the legendary sandstorms of Vardenfell's Molag Armor region were said to barely make a dent in them. Of course, that's all ash now.
Enough about this! Why was I such a cock? Oh man. Ooh, could you imagine having to sit inside a fucking giant bug? No, Cicero, get out of here. I think Serana pretty much got the brunt of that one, sorry. I think, someone suggested a good bingo slot would be chat goads Vinny into filling a bingo slot. I have a better one. Vinny acknowledges that chat is trying to goad Vinny into a bingo slot. Or space, or spot. I don't know why I said slot. Hot slots to fill the big block deck. No, Serana. Wait, are we friends?
Now let me concentrate. Besides,
Break that loot across my knee.
We're talking... Cicero, please, I'm trying to learn something.
Where it would be safer.
I don't know what the hell's happening now,
also,
Cicero.
I need the ashy sword. Master Neloth knows
You're so
that.
pleased with yourself, too, you
No
fuck.
need to bother him about it, though.
You and your
He's quite busy at the moment.
double blinks.
It's on
Oof.
your head if something goes wrong. Just let me get back inside first.
No Ash Guardian. Maybe the book has something.
We don't get many visitors.
Why do you keep summoning that book over and over and over again? Yep.
Tell
What
me.
is this place?
It's the home of Master Neloth.
Mm-hmm.
You may have heard of him. He's a famous Telvanni wizard. In Morrowind, the Telvanni grow buildings from special fungus spores. Master Neloth grew one here to be his home.
Yeah, technically today is Jester's Day, so Cicero is one to celebrate.
No, Talvis is his apprentice. I'm his steward. I manage the day-to-day affairs of Tel Mithryn.
Interesting book.
I don't think you belong here. Does Master Neloth know about you? Heartstones are only found on Solstheim, as far as I know. Master Neloth believes they may be fragments from inside Red Mountain that were flung here during the huge eruption 200 years ago.
Cicero's like a pet.
Yes, I'm trying to summon an Ash Guardian. I'm just having trouble deciphering Master Neloth's handwriting. I don't mean to be rude, but I
Like a
need to
dog.
concentrate.
Serana's like a cat, Cicero's like a dog. You know what I mean? This fuckers live in a mushroom. Man, Solstheim is weird. Who are
I
you?
hope you're not expecting a meal. I've barely got enough for them that live here.
Why is that voice?
order.
Yes, Sarah? There's something you need.
Why is that voice so familiar? What did that voice say? That was memes. I hope... Oh, back to the bones. I hope you have learned to be their master. No shit, that's him.
Back to the bones. I
Wow.
hope you have learned to be their master. Yes, there's something you need.
Wow, how about that? I got a better voice though.
Kill Jester.
Fingers pronated. Oh, rotated. That might work.
Wow, this is a weird day. We just found the fucking dealer from Hand of Fate 2. Cicero's having a godly jape.
Bones.
Tart bones. What the fuck are you talking about? Yeah, let's just don't even... Yeah, don't follow the spell. It's probably best you don't follow the spell perfectly, so that way, when you do finally get to the point where you could use the spell, it explodes in your face. And turns you into a newt! I got better! You know what, let's go on an adventure. Oh wait, well we're pretty far. I remember some not great stuff being up there. Let's go to the Barrow. Vinny forgets to turn off the YouTube stream as a bingo slot. Let's do it. You're right, you know. I already got into trouble about that because some Twitch fellow had seen that I was dual streaming, even if only for 5 minutes, and they put me out of good standing, and then they had to put me back in because my my channel manager was like, "No, this is allowed." Like, they're fine with it, you know. It's totally cool as long as I'm not doing the whole stream. They're fine with it, even though I think that they should rewrite the contract because I was bringing new people over from YouTube to Twitch, but you didn't hear me say that. Even though I've told many a folk When I say a manager, I mean like, you know, there's like people assigned to a number of channels. Like, so the dude's probably handling something like, you know, 30, 40, 50 channels. What's this now? Starting early today, are we?
Never should have come here.
Where'd you come from?
I thought he was sharpening his blade, and then I saw that. Wait. Maybe the sheath has like a sharpening tool inside of it. I was hoping that would do more damage, to be honest. Cicero dead? Already? There's something was glitched about that dude. I can't put my finger on it. Something was ever so slightly glitched. Oops, I didn't mean to get you in that one, Cicero. Sorry. Truth be told, I just wanted to get the body in there. How old is Serana supposed to be? Oh, she's about like 4,000 years old or so. So it's totally fine, right guys? Totally fine and normal. I have a marshmallow chocolate Easter egg, don't mind me. I'll just mute myself now, okay? Oh, hi. Is there a maximum age of consent? 115 years old? I'm going for the gilfs. Great gilfs. Hmm? Strong. I got a note. Where's the note? Just ignore previous statement. None of that will be remembered. Tomorrow everyone will forget. Ureg. Under... No, that wasn't the one. I thought it was just called Note. Torn, it's Torn Note. I see, thank you. Single richest treasure trove in all of Solstheim, they said. Ah, looks like this place was cleaned out centuries ago. The Stalrim might be worth something, but my pickaxe ain't even good enough to chip it. Still, I can't shake the feeling that there's something I'm missing. There's an odd draft in this room. Secret passage, maybe? I've locked myself in until those bandits are good and gone. I suppose I'll keep looking. Not much else I can do. Poor fucker starved to death. Probably.
And if I spy a singing bird, I'll snap its neck before it's heard.
Oh man. Never fails. Never fails. So I take it I need to mine this stuff. I don't have the pickaxe. Do you have the pickaxe? No, you have the normal one. I was playing Far Cry 5 for like a half hour earlier. And something amazing happened. So I used the slingshot. Oh, that's a horker. I used the slingshot on a dude with a flamethrower, and his body spun round, right round, baby, right round, like 3 or 4 times. And then I hit him again in the head, and the same thing happened. So, it's like it happened to his head, like he did an exorcist spin. But the body spin was like really weird and skewed and amazing. It was like worse than shit I've seen in Skyrim in a while. And then I went to record the footage, and I must have hit the dude with the flamethrower like 25 to 30 times with that slingshot, and I could not replicate the glitch. I could not replicate it. And I tried shooting other people with the slingshot, and equally unreplicable. Something's going on. These guards are running. I want to see what they're doing. What's going on here? What are you guys fighting? Oh, like Ash Zambos. So there's a good moment in Star Trek, or Captain Picard, is that a bingo slot? Where Captain Picard
Careful with those flames.
has to
Plan on torching something.
like, he's not good with kids, right? So he has to look after this kid who was taken under a different race, like a different species, and like, you know, raising him to be a warrior, like a real prick. And it's like, at one point Picard goes into his room, and he's like blasting this fucking insane music, and Captain Picard's like, "Stop! Quiet! Quiet!" And it's amazing because it's a jape. It's like a jape about Picard having kids. Picard, turn music off. Let's see. No. I'm not gonna be able to find that shit, sadly. It's just really good. I just wanted to point that out, thank you. Alright, I looked for it. I give up. He's like a ratchety old, like shitmonger, you know? That's what makes him so fun sometimes. So someone said I need to start a quest with a blacksmith here in this town. So I'm looking for the blacksmith. You look like a smith.
You haven't seen Cresh's Corellius, have you? That foolish old man's taken my pickaxe again.
Is this Delvin Mallory's brother? The dude from the Thieves Guild?
No, this isn't just your run-of-the-mill pickaxe. I'm talking about an ancient Nordic pickaxe. They don't exactly grow on trees, you know.
Yeah, people are saying it is. Same voice, too. I guess if you're a brother, you have the exact same vocal cords.
I prefer to handle these things on my own. Look, if you see Cresius, tell him to give me that pickaxe back.
Cresius?
I'll pay you for the trouble. Well, it's been a long time since someone from the guilds bothered to make their way out here. So tell me, how's my brother Delvin?
Oh, there we go.
Still spending his nights at the Ragged Flagon trying to win Vex's heart? Good to hear. Damn layabout never even bothers to send his own flesh and blood a letter saying how he's doing. Can you imagine? Anyway, I suppose you're looking for work. Well, I got bad news. This place is drier than a damn bone. Eager to make some coin, eh? That's the spirit. I'll tell you what. The guild's got a problem out here that I've been trying to deal with for years.
Oh, it is a different actor. That's right, Delvin Mallory's like, "Oh, hello, it's me, Delvin Mallory. You want a quest?" Wait a minute. So wait, did one of these brothers grow up in America and the other one like fucking Liverpool? That's not really Liverpool, but yeah.
Oh, hello. How you doing? My name is Delvin Mallory. Oh my god, I've never done this voice before. I didn't even know I could do a voice like this. Holy shit, this one hurts to do. Wow. Like my throat hurts. It's fucked up. I've got to like turn to the left and down and like make my chin, and I've lost it. Fuck. Wow, I can't do that again. Well, no, I can do it again. I can do it again, but it really hurts. It like hurts my throat. It's like really fucking hard to do.
Don't look at me like that. I'm all alone out here, with no one to watch my back. And besides, it's really my problem anyway. I caused it.
New voice unlocked.
A fellow Breton who went by the name of Desmond Tyne showed up on my doorstep about a fortnight ago. He noticed the shadow marks like you did, and I thought he was one of us. That he did, right out from under my nose. Can
Please
you
do
believe
not.
it?
Oh.
It's my own formula for improved bone mold. Took me years to perfect.
Not that kind of Fortnite. Chat, it's a different Fortnite.
Well, before he ran off, he was talking some nonsense about trying to fence goods to the Reeklings at Castle Karstag. I told him he was crazy to even think about talking to those vicious little buggers, but he wouldn't listen. I'd bet a fat purse of coin that he's either dead or hiding out up there.
Let me just Google how long a fortnight is real quick.
A fortnight is 40 days, Vinny. You are so...
A fortnight is 40 days, Vinny. You are so smart. Play some scrum and sock some cock-cock-cock-o.
Thanks.
You do that, and I'll make sure you're set up right. You won't be disappointed.
Can we have a spot on the bingo sheet for same joke? Can we do that one? Like Vinny tells the same or does the same joke twice?
A fine question, and the one that I hear most often from visitors to our town.
It's 14. It's 14.
But I was simply seeking my fortune and chose Raven Rock to ply my trade. Besides, knowing how to repair bone mold armor wasn't very useful in Riften.
A fortnight is 14 days, Vinny. You are a fucking idiot. A fortnight is 14 days.
Yep. 14 days, the internet has confirmed it.
I had a friend over there, a dark elf named Van Rife, a very talented armor smith. Spent a lot of time with the guy swapping smithing techniques. Learned a heck of a lot, including how to repair bone mold. After he moved
This
on
guy
to
talks a
greener
lot.
pastures, I decided to pack up, move out here, and put those lessons to the test. It's the only tool tough enough to crack Stalrim, is what it is. Not many of those beauties left in the world. Forging them is a lost art. The one Cretius borrowed came from the Skull village up north. I, traded them some goods for it.
Can't get blood from a stone.
Oh, Serrano, why? Serran is working on the railroad all the live long day.
Stalrim and ore is like calling my forge a campfire. Some folks say it's enchanted ice, but I think there's more to it than that. I don't think I've come across more than a chunk or two in my lifetime, and smithing's my trade. If you're looking to learn more, you should head over to the Skull village.
How do you know how to do this, Serrano?
You tell Cretius he better give that pickaxe back to me, or else.
Shit. I didn't hurt anyone. Well, it looks like we gotta do that whole thing all over again. Prepare for Lore Dump Part 2. And I'm not skipping a single moment of dialogue. Look, it's my cow. My cow stares at me angry.
Cicero is at your service, oh great and powerful listener.
The cow stares disapprovingly. Netch are often domesticated on Morrowind mainland. Wild netch were first sighted on Solstheim several decades ago, perhaps drawn by the familiar flora that's grown and stuff. Kind of just look like booger tentacles. Alright, no more Fus Rodaz. I've learned my goddamn lesson.
If it wasn't for the bulwark, we'd be digging our houses out.
If it weren't for my horse, I would have spent...
Want to buy anything?
You haven't seen Crescius Corellius, have you? That foolish old... No, this isn't just your run-of-the-mill pickaxe.
Oh, God.
I'm talking about an ancient Nordic. They don't exactly grow on... I prefer...
You'd think they could have just programmed your followers to look, you know, at the dude that's talking?
Well, so tell me, how's my find my... Well, so tell me, how's... Damn late. Anyway, eager to... I'll tell you what, don't look at... And besides, it's... A fellow... He noticed the shadow mark.
Like, it wouldn't be that hard to just program their heads to turn to the person that's talking. It's a little creepy to have them look at me intently, you know, while I'm listening.
I wish I had. Besides, knowing how to repair. I had a spent a... After he moved on to...
Sorry, I'm like doing the Ocarina of Time thing.
Borrowed came from the skull, calling... Some folks say it's...
The skull fuck.
I don't think... If you're looking to learn more, you should head over to the Skull Village. Someone there's bound.
Good. Okay. We're done. Sorry about that.
More about it than I do.
And just in case I make a mistake again, quick save. Okay. You are so smart, Vinny. How do they pronounce the word idiot? I-D-Y-O-T.
Idiot. Idiot.
Oh.
Vinny?
I don't know why the text-to-speech it says the syllable so quickly. In it. That goat had, like, gold. No, you're not crazy, Cicero. Huh. Vinny, explain the Lewis Black horse joke. I would just Google it. He overheard someone. Well, I wouldn't do it justice. That's why I would say Google it, but I'll tell you the gist of it, which is... He was sitting someplace, maybe a cafe. It's been years, and he said he overheard someone say something that made his mind melt. Which was, if it weren't for my horse, I wouldn't have spent that year in college. And like he said, he tried to wrap his head around that for a very long time and he couldn't figure it out. If it weren't for my horse, I would not have spent that year in college. Quest is in the town? The pickaxe is back in town? Ah, shit. Vinny's April Fool's joke is that he's pretending to be bad at video games. Well, that's nice of you to say. Oh yeah. It is. My miscellaneous quests put that marker, like, too far. April Fool's is every day. Welcome to Vinesauce, where the April Fool's jokes are every day, and the points don't matter.
Want to buy anything, or just laugh at our misfortunes?
Yeah, I can.
I'd be on the first ship off this island if I had the coin. What a waste. Mining gear? No. However, I used to sell East Empire pendants until I ran out of them.
Cicero, are you sniffing?
It's an amulet that was... They gave them to their worker. They're no longer being made, so they've become a collectible. Well...
Oh, I have some.
Here's your coin. Keep bringing me more, and I'll keep paying you for them. Take a look.
Whose booty do you think Cicero's trying to sniff? It's not. Don't say Serana. You mine? All right, that's more acceptable at least. I mean, it was so close to my ear. Turns out I have an asshole in the back of my head. Who would have known?
The East Empire pendants are scattered all over, so leave no stone.
You messed up the bingo card. Regenerate. Okay. I will regenerate my... Good, good bingo card, Chironian. That's a really good one. I'll help you guys out.
Kill Jester. Kill Jester. Kill Jester. Kill Jester. Kill Jester. Kill Jester.
Vinny? Kill Jester, Vinny.
Thanks, Charles. Oh, we got some binguses already. Good job, guys.
Damn it, woman. I said to leave me be.
Cretius, last time you explored the mine, you almost fell to your death. I'm not spending the rest of my days as a widow.
And I'm telling you that I'll do whatever it takes to find my great-grandfather's remains.
It was almost 2 centuries ago. There may be nothing left to find.
Pretty flowers.
Just let me go, woman.
Cretius, you're an obstinate old...
What?
My apologies for Cretius's ravings.
Okay. Seems alright to me. I like
Who in
him.
the blazes are you? Can't you see I'm busy?
Looks like an old Mario.
Why should I tell you? I don't even know who you are.
My name is Vinny.
Maybe. Been difficult trusting people lately. They think I'm crazy. But mark my words, these mines hold a secret that could put Raven.
Yeah, it's like Danny Trejo mixed with old Mario.
A secret the East Empire Company swept under the rug 2 centuries ago. It killed my great-grandfather and left Raven Rock with a worthless and tainted mine. Gratian Kyrelius. He spent his entire life exploring ancient ruins across Tamriel.
Yeah, she pronounced it Cretius, the other guy pronounced it Cretius.
Almost 200 years ago.
And then there's Madanach and Monadnock. It's almost like the directors of this game fall asleep. You know, before they did the VO sessions, and they just kind of like slept at their desks and just let whatever people... Yeah, it's fine.
The East Empire Company called it a terrible accident, claiming that he was lost in a rockfall. But I know better. My wife and I were cleaning out our home, and we came across some of my great-grandfather's things locked in an old chest. I found an unsent letter he'd written to the East Empire Company, and a key.
Fuck? What are you doing? What was that, Serrano? What the fuck was that?
Describes a discovery that was made in the mine by some of the diggers. They wanted Gratian to take it. The East Empire Company must have felt it was of great value, as they locked that section of the mine off from everyone else.
I like the way you thrust, Serrano.
It is. Well, I assume it is. I haven't been able to find the entrance. Finally, someone who believes me. I'm telling you, there's something big down there. Something that the East Empire Company wanted to hide from everyone. Look, my wife nags that I'm too old to go traipsing around these mines chasing my story. Time's my enemy. It's caught up with me before I could find the answers that I'm looking for. I do. I want to know what happened to Gratian, and what the East Empire Company is keeping from all of us. Gratian kept a journal of notes about his discoveries. If you can find his remains, I'm hoping it will help. Here's everything I have. The letter, the key. Please, do this for me, so I can finally regain the respect.
Oh, here's the Picard clip. Thank you. It wasn't Japes. I thought it was Japes. This is the Picard clip I was talking about. Remember, one of the character traits of Picard is he doesn't really like kids. So they take this dude on board, and Picard has to, like, deal with him. And this is what happens. Listen to the music, it's great.
Computer! Turn off that noise!
Computer!
Yeah, what was that?
The Alba Ra, a contemporary Talarian musical form.
Mars Volta, a contemporary musical form.
Look, I know I don't have much to go on. I have that unsent letter, and that's really it. But I also have a miner's instinct that's run in my family from before Gratian was even born.
That was a space kazoo, yes.
I sound like a crazy old man to you, but I'm telling you, the tunnels here are solid. They would never collapse like that.
What you do is you rip out a Threeble's asshole, and the intestinal tract leading to the butt hardens in time, forming a kazoo-like structure. And with a little bit of effort, not even that much, you can get your own space kazoo.
Try the lowest. The damn fool doesn't even deserve to have it. The pickaxe was made for mining, not selling. I'll bet he stole it from the Skull in the first place.
Computer!
Oh, very well. Here. Tell him I hope he drops the thing on his foot.
That was easy.
Be careful down there. The mine can be treacherous.
Alright, well, you know what? Let me find out. Why were you guys arguing?
Old age has addled my mind. That I'm seeing things when there's nothing to be seen.
You seeing any jesters?
She cares about me, But she has to understand that I can't rest until I find out what happened to Gracia.
Note the difference between Cicero and Serana. Cicero just stays still and stares at me. Serana walks around, hogs the attention. So it is confirmed Serana is like a unique NPC.
Then I'll settle down peacefully and never set foot in this mine again. I've been waiting for this moment for a long time, even before I discovered Gratian's old things. I just hope both of you don't mistake my enthusiasm for insanity.
Oh, I'll just curb it.
I'll never understand.
Just call me Larry David. Alright, more dank, dirty, dusty mine diving. This is something I'm quite used to by now. What are my opinions on the new Jack White album? I've talked about this a couple times. Well, Mr. Jack White, thank you for meeting with me. I'd like to say that your new album is pretty good. That's my review. It's pretty good. I don't love it. Maybe I need to listen to it a couple more times. I'm not in love with it. I kind of like the first album better, and the second album better, but maybe that'll change in time with extended listening. There is some great shit on it. I've heard some really, really good songs, and there's a couple I'm not really into. So as a complete work, I'm not really sure what I think of it yet. Some albums are growers, not showers. There's the 15 times damage as opposed to 30. That's one of the downsides of me changing my armor set. So I says to the guy, that's not my wife, that's not my wife, that's a hooker.
What? Mother? Is that your voice I hear?
Please, Cicero, just shut the fuck up for a second. It's never been Mother. It's not once been her.
Who's there?
Speak! I don't even remember how I did that voice earlier. The new voice that I unlocked. I'm gonna have to listen to a clip of that. And like try to replicate it. Really deep Delvin Mallory? What was it like? Hello? No. I just remember it hurting. Oh, by the way, if you missed it, I streamed earlier for like 3 hours or so. Did some Half-Life stuff, Half-Life mods, and GoldenEye Source. It's pretty good. Oh, there's one of those pendants. Yes, Spider ASMR has returned. Speaking of ASMR, you guys want some more Todd Howard ASMR? While in the bathroom of a Fleetwood Mac concert? What's that? You don't want that? Good, neither do I. Anyone else happy about the durability removal in this game? Or was that a sore point? Like, obviously I don't mind durability shit too much, because Breath of the Wild has the most insane durability shit ever. But in Oblivion, the thing I didn't like was you have to repair it all the time. It just gets annoying. I mean, it's one thing if I can just throw the weapons away and find more. But I was happy with the change. I carry around 80 repair hammers at all times in Oblivion. Jeez. It's a lot of repair hammers. Like I said, there's a series of videos on YouTube, I forget the name of the channel, but it's kind of interesting because they cover things that Oblivion did better than Skyrim, things that Morrowind did better than Skyrim, and things that Skyrim did better than both of them. And it's pretty, you know, from what I saw, it was pretty good. I don't know Morrowind that well, but I'm aware of, oh, there it is. I'm aware of what people love about it. And there are a couple things that Skyrim did a little bit better. Even if you are, like, a deep cynic and have a deep hatred for this game, I still think that you can raise an argument that the game improved on a couple of things, at least. If you allow for more room, then yes or no. Which seems like it's getting harder and harder. Vinny, why not use the immobilized sword? What are you talking about? Which one's the immobilized sword? That's the immobilized sword. I'll give it a shot. It's so small, isn't it? Someone in chat just said Morrowind was very RPG heavy. Oblivion was like a nice middle between the three, and Skyrim is action with RPG elements. That's a pretty good assessment from what I can tell. I like it. I think it might be accurate.
Where'd you come from?
Oh, this sword is slow as fuck. Excuse me, what is happening here? What was that? Oh, that was paralyzed. It worked. I don't know if it was supposed to look like that precisely, but sure. That's cool. Hey, yeah, Serrano, can you like tell your monster to fuck off? Oh wait, that's not Serrano's monster. Paralyze is great. It just ragdolls them. I had a dream about Pee Wee Herman last night. I just remembered that. It wasn't weird, it was more like... And you would think, yeah, Pee Wee Herman, it's probably really fucking weird, but it wasn't. It was more like the movie, Pee-wee's Big Adventure. And he was just there. I don't remember more than that. But I can show you on the doll where the dream took place. You like that? Those skills? Whoa, was that an ingot? Nice. I have a question. Where's Cicero? I'm not gonna complain about it, but it's a question. It's a legit question. I think I Fusrodad Cicero into a glitch state, and he decided to just not show up. Maybe he's dead, and we can all rest a little easier, Pilgrim. There's some of that wacky ore. Why does this mining look so ineffective to me? Skeletons. Should there be ancient Nord Draugrs in a cave just off the coast of Morrowind? Is that okay? This is kosher, yes? Water walking, you said. It sounds interesting. The island is like half Morrowind, half Skyrim. Oh, that is part of the lore. Okay. Just checking. Because, you know... control has switched throughout history. Nice. Some glowing jelly. You can use that on all kinds of blemishes. Shit! Solstheim used to be part of Skyrim until it was supposedly split during a battle with the Guardian and the Traitor. Okay. That's good. That's all I needed. fucking spears. Their drop-off is so intense. They're the very opposite of aerodynamic. Poor Serana. Now that is how you do it. I think I set Serana on fire there. What happened? What happened? Executed from behind. I got an arrow to the back of the head? Oh, fuck, I gotta do all that again?
What was that?
Oh no! Oh, Cicero's back, fuck! Why didn't I save? I'm gonna vomit. I'm going to vomit. Nice animation. Seriously though, that was fucking shit. That was horse shit. It's like a fucking insta-death. Oh, we'll go through this quick. Oh no, Cicero is followed.
Let's kill someone.
No. Like, why do I even bring this dude if I hate him so much? Okay. Yeah, this is gonna go.
Loot across my knee, and if the Barger choose to fight, why did I say?
I don't think Serranor can get through. Oh, she did it! Third time's the charm.
Let's kill someone.
Yes, this will be fine. This will make this go quicker. Just, you know, you gotta check. You gotta double check the corpses. Supple bow. Supple bobs. Human Fall Flat had an update. And I don't know what the update is, but it says now with more bobs. So whatever that is. Oh, I missed this before. They still don't know I'm here. Oh wait, now they do, maybe. really want Mehrunes Razor to get the insta-kill. It's only a 1% chance, but it could happen. Let me just save while I'm here. Mehrunes Rhaegar Targaryen. Use a pasta knife instead of this? Okay. Who wants to make me a pasta knife?
Break that loot across my knee.
God. I watched the video that I mentioned on stream the other day. The one about how using Cloud's crazy sword would be extremely implausible. Not like you needed someone to do a video on that, but this dude did a video on that, and it's like 25 minutes long. I couldn't watch the whole thing. But take my word for it. Using something like the Buster Sword is very impractical. That's the moral of the story. Very impractical and very expensive. Vinny, what the fuck? I thought pasta knife was just a meme. No, it's real. Someone made a pasta knife. I don't think you fully appreciate the ingenuity of the people on the internet. Don't you know? If you make a pasta knife, you can get some, like, sweet meme bucks. I, as someone who has made a couple meme bucks, can tell you that yes, do what you need to do. I lasered a peep. About 8 years ago, I lasered a peep. Maybe it was 7. But I lasered a peep. I played the game briefly until Pudding Drop, which don't worry about Pudding Drop or the Seed of Life. Don't worry about that one either. It's the best part of the game, the mining. Okay. Yeah, let's kill someone. I agree. Cicero, can you help me with this shit? Serrano won't. This is Serrano's child. Jesus fuck. Okay, it just fell dead. That's good. That's one less thing I have to do, and I just picked up a shield for no reason. What did I just see? Saw something. No. Nothing.
Cicero is at your service, oh great and powerful listener.
Hey, Cicero, take one, okay? We're gonna be doing some improv here. Alright, here's your job. Today you're gonna improv a bunch of jester lines, okay?
Do you want me to say anything in particular?
Talk about the mother's crevices and, you know, hawkers and shit. We don't really give a fuck. Oh.
this is where I was killed previously. Yeah, these spears are not a good replacement for arrows. They fucking suck. Actually, every arrow sucks right now. Huh, that happened again. Did I really get sniped that hard? Oh man, I wish I stealthed this. Jesus! I know iron arrows are the worst, but my bow is pretty good. I figured that would make up for the shitty damage. They do 8 damage. Could use, like... Let's do the Sun Hallowed thing. Not even these arrows of light do that much damage to these fuckers. Pretty crazy. Okay, well I need to figure something else out. Let's do a shout. Oh shit, Cicero, sorry. Didn't know you were up here. That was like a death curdle. He was like, ah! I don't know if curdle was the proper word there, but I like it.
Let's kill someone.
Someone said something about there being another ancient pickaxe. Don't let me down? You mean don't let me clown? No, you didn't like that joke? No, not good enough for you, eh? Want better jokes? Alright. Alright. Join Vinesauce Premium, and then you get some better jokes. And you get a special edition Vinesauce kazoo. That tastes like metallic assholes.
Madness is
Someone emailed me saying that they were... I should get this email, it's a good one. I don't think it turned out to be accurate, but... it was an email about a kazoo. It says here, "Hey Barnyard, I woke up excited and thrilled to find out that my new order from Onaj has finally made it across the Atlantic. Along with my new hoodie, goodie bag arrived. First thing I did was test out my kazoo. While making a fun noise, it also left a very foul metallic taste in my mouth. Just around 4 hours later, I got really bad liquid shit diarrhea and suspect it's because of the kazoo's material. It goes without saying that this is a bad flaw for an instrument into which you blow with your mouth. Please feel free to ignore this email and treat this as misinformation if you will. But if complaints like this amass, as I imagine they might, you might want to bring this to people's attention." It says here, I was too stupid to properly play a kazoo. It was the kazoo, but rinsing it off with water worked. Like, I don't know about you guys, but I don't slurp on a kazoo so that the materials enter my digestive tract. Like, however, all of our kazoos come with diuretics. So please, if you are having issues with your bowels, check out one of our fine metallic kazoos. Barnyard has the solutions. Diuretics is pee, not poo. Well, shit. I thought I was smart for a second. What word am I looking for anyway? You're still laughing at Barnyard? What? Like how nonchalant I delivered it? Laxative. Of course it's laxative. The hell is wrong with me? I knew that. Could you believe I've not had this spell up until this point? Unless this is like a DLC spell. Serana has this spell. Vinny, I'm laughing because Barnyard is supposed to be your name. We could say anything and we'd know it's your name. Hello, Blip on radar. It is I, Steven, and I'm here to tell you that your kazoo improved my sex life by 30%. Vinny, I played your kazoo, and now my kazoo is permanently erect. How fix? Blumpkin. It is I, Matthias, and I'm here to tell you that your kazoo killed me. I'm actually dead, and I'm speaking like from the other side, using one of those crazy boxes that they, you know, communicate with ghosts. I think they're called spirit boxes, where it's like, hello, I am a spirit, I am a ghost. Yeah, hello. I died by playing one of the Vinesauce kazoos. It killed me. Blogan. It's me. Scrumpkin. I'm here to tell you that your munchkin gave me a severe case of herpes. Well, they are tested. Remember, every kazoo is quality tested for your assurance before they get to you. And we do not discriminate against people with herpes, so... Sorry. It's a fun surprise in every package. Also, the Vine Ryzen in the grab bag has diuretics. Yeah, you love that one, Cicero. We hear about it every 3.5 minutes. Blood Skull. Releases energy blast with power attack that deals 30 damage. This is almost a cloud sword. It's the like Serana says such nice things. Where'd you come from? Done and done. Glad you're here with me. Such nice things. There's a lot of lore. Consume the weapon is ribbon of mystical energy.
Cicero is at your service, oh great, powerful listener.
Oh, I see, I see. Do it further back? Oh. Well, this is a cool fucking sword, by the way. Reminds me of Zorldo's blade. That was like, you know, it's fine. It was a tutorial puzzle. It's a puzzle that teaches you how to use the finer points of the blade. I'm not even gonna turn around and look behind me because I know what's happening. And it's not pretty. Is that a shout? Jape treasure chest. Two-handed isn't exactly my specialty. Cock! Cock! The game played a fucking April Fool's joke on me.
Where'd you come from?
It's kind of just been there, Serana. Oh, God! Did I really get a critical hit on Serana? My arrows are the exact thing that it would take to critical hit Serana, too. Like, I use the power of the sun on a vampire. Fucker. Ah, a new dragon priest mask. Not that I'll ever use that particular one, but it looks cool. We killed someone! Sister was like, what the fuck did you just do? That's the look of a face who is both disgusted and, like, kind of surprised. Like, why are you able to talk to walls? Oh, this is an upgrade. So the dragon spell just keeps improving. I can be the very best. The very best there ever was. Where'd you come from? Oh. Guess we're doing this again.
I know you, champion. The Ogma Inferior was only...
Oh, right, you, yeah. Whoa.
This is Apocrypha, where all knowledge is hoarded. Sate your thirst for knowledge in the endless stacks of my library. If you tire of the search, read your book again to return to your mortal life. For a time, the learner of Apocrypha will call you back.
Shit!
It is your fate.
Wait, I died while I was dead and now I'm alive. Right. I don't know, I just want to go for a swim. I just wanted to go for a swim. Okay, which one was it? That's how bad I pay attention. That's how poorly I pay attention. The Winds of Change. Okay, it's a Scorpions song. You guys know about that original character of mine, Randall? You know, the blue guy? Do you remember Randall? Likes pizza, beer, is blue. Recently, someone thought Ralph's name was Randall, so... So I like that name better. You know, it's been many years. It's been many years since Ralph was conceived. But it's not too late to change the name of the character, right? Wow, okay. When these things die, they spawn books. Don't make me think of Ralph being conceived. Well, you see, when a Papa Bluton and a Mama Bluton love each other very much, you know, the Mama Bluton blew the Papa Bluton, and while the rest is history. What the fuck kind of library distracts you with tentacles? Trying to read, god Damn it. This is a very strange place. No, it is a little bit too silly for my liking. Please. Much too silly. Again, I know I don't read a lot of these books, but it's just, there's so many. There's just so many books in this game. You gotta be really, really invested in the lore. It would be like every time I found a book, it would just be like lore dump after lore dump after lore dump. And me saying, you know, me getting like the words wrong and stuff. Because it's late, and then me blaming it being late, and then people using the new Vine Sleepy emote that will be on FFZ because Vine One More was voted for the main channel. And even though Vine Sleepy's seemingly not available yet. It will be. There have been many attempts at Vine One More, but I like that one the best. It doesn't replace anything, actually. It's a new one. We were able to unlock a new emote slot not too long ago. Yep. Yeah, destruction magic. Yeah, I spent a lot of time working on that magic leveling. Fucking amazing, that's great! Oh, you're doing a great job, keep it up! Yeah. Dragon form. Philosophy can increase your two-handed attack. Who would have known? If you can use two hands, that's really impressive. Especially if you master the twist. It's an ancient technique. Not everyone, not just anyone can do the twist.
Come on, baby! Let's do the twist!
There's a new voice. Wow, I've done that one before. I've leveled up to unlock new voices tonight. Extra skill point. Or your attack, shouts, and destruction spells do no damage to your followers. It's pretty interesting. 10% more damage and get 10% better prices from people of the opposite sex. Skill point? I need to be able to kill Cicero at my most every whim. You already got most of the skill books. You can always get skill... So 3. It's only from skill books. It's not that good. Get 2, you can change it later. Why would I get 2? Why don't I just get the extra 10% damage? That sounds good. Extra skill point is only from books? Well, I have most of the books, I think. Okay, that works for me. That works for me! Look at all these voices. You're getting all these voices tonight for free. And you didn't even sign up for Vinesauce Platinum. Vinesauce Marigold, the best account. You get 1 bonus voice per stream. And you get voices in your head that tell you to do strange things, like the twist, the two-handed twist. Shattenham? Oh, Shattenham's a really good account. Yeah, it's a good account. You want that one. Vinny, can you do my dad's voice? I miss him. Wow. Wow. I really should have that ready. I can't, listen, I can't do I can't do that voice, but I can do Bart's dad's voice. Well now, boy. Wanna go get some donuts, boy? That make you feel right better, boy. Right? That's a good impression. I'm not doing Marge. I only promised Homie. That's it. One of my classic impressions. My best impression. Homie. You didn't deliver? Oh, I guess. Hey man, that's just like your opinion, man. I think it's my best impression next to Jeff Goldblum. Are you kidding me? That didn't count as a sneak attack? And it did almost no damage. And the Seeker has disappeared. And I have no idea if that was intentional or not. It was a magic ranged attack. Yeah, but you know, it was a sneaky one. The Boneless Limbs. That sounds like a really great book. I want to read all about them boneless limbs. You guys want to read about them boneless limbs? Shit, never mind. I don't have the book. What's it called? On Boneless Limbs? I thought it was... Oh, here it is. A writhing mass of heaped appendage, slipping grasp, the squirming slick, extend the reach to touch the face, burn the mind, reveal the quick. What? This dude is straight up fucking gone. Phased out of existence. I did a total of 3 damage to the thing, and then it just phased. Wow. You know, Boneless is never as good as the original. You know what I mean? I've only had good boneless limbs one time. And the buffalo sauce was what made it good. You know, because usually they just go for chicken nuggets. It's just like large chicken nuggets with less flavor. I mean, the chicken chunks, it's not like they're, you know, they're still, it's still edible. I'm just saying, I would much rather prefer. On the bone is messy though, for limbs. But one time I had like, it was the chicken meat. And it was really good. I mean the limb meat. But I think it was like taken off the bone. It was really good. I hope you're doing good, Vinny. Aside from the mild voice crack, I think I'm okay. No one really knows for sure. I mean, how do you know what's going on inside your body? You don't. You just don't. I'm telling you, Jerry! I don't know what's going on in there, Jerry! Come on, George! You're bringing me down, George! Please! I'm just trying to have a nice night! This is werewolves! I don't know why there's so many voices happening tonight. You guys got like at least 8 or 9 different voices during this stream. Most not good. Or like barely passable. Or just dog shit. Well, my Homer Simpson voice cracked. I think I'm gonna have to go back to my house. I gotta drop off some of this stuff. Teen Homer. Drop the books, but there's so many good ones. I have to bring them back to my library. What? What happens? I lose armor. But I can run. Wait, no, is this the right way? Is this a semi-blind run-through? I'm half doing Skyrim as a joke and half because I wanted to do it. Because, yeah, I've never done this DLC. I played a lot of Skyrim when it first came out, and then I just gave up. Never completed the main quest. I did the Thieves Guild, I did a bunch of random stuff, I did the Brotherhood, and I never finished the main quest, and then I never did the DLCs. And yes, for anyone who's new to the stream, this is vanilla, and it's on the Switch. And no, I did not expect this to become a series of streams. At all. It just kind of happened. If that first stream of Skyrim wasn't so glitchy and amazing, this might not have continued as a series. Oh, wow. Look at that vine blind. What's the question that you guys are asking? What was that? I can't hear it. I can't read it either. Something about my method of input. I should have known there would be this many books. Really? I should have known. At least we don't have to hear the clown. That's the nice part about all this. The pig children? Oh, fucking hell. I bet that's a good one. You know, I fisted a pig just the other day on Bloodborne. Good thing I finished that sentence. Why are you using the Wii balance board? I figured the Wii balance board would be a good way to control the game. Did you know you can play Guitar Hero with a Wii balance board? I just made that up. I wouldn't be surprised if someone did it though. They call me the Seeker. Hi-ya! These potions are adding a lot of weight. Killing before you're killed. Learn how to block. Horker attacks. What? Surviving a Horker attack. I've run into many northern fishermen and hunters with intriguing tales of their encounters with Horkers. Did they just have an intern write half of these books? Did he get the Horker, or did the Horker get him? I think Grom is dead. Grom was lucky to walk away with only a slight goring to his left thigh. Jesus. Huh. I'm attacked by my wife. Look, it's the water from well in Team Fortress Classic. Hey, check it out. You would hit me. You want to hear other impression? It's me. Fire up the grill, Jage. Check out this Borat impression. My wife. There should. Whoa. What the fuck? Again with the pig children. I bet that's a good book, though. Alright, I gotta read the pig children a little bit at least. Oops. Is there a bingo slot for Vinny drops his stool? Let's see. The pig children. Yeah, this is too many books. No one, not the oldest dark elf of Mount Dagoth, or the ancient sage of solitude himself can recall the time when the orc did not ravage our fair Tamriel. It's about orcs. Oh. I think that's a derogatory term for orcs. Orcs are just fantasy Klingons. Or the other way around. Gnashing Blades. Okay, that's good. I almost read that as Gnashing Grannies. Which it definitely is not. The problem with an area like this is that it's much less inclined to glitch out. This DLC is almost stable. A fuckload of books. And, you know, rightfully so. But it really is just a fuckload of books. Thirsk. The history of thirst. It's a simple but effective effect. Gnort's Mr. Alien. The book. You know, I remember I got this book last week that takes me to this area. I don't even know why I'm here now. I couldn't even tell you why I'm here, but we're gonna see it through, fuck it. I think you're here too early. This is the main plot line? Okay. That explains it a bit. We're going to wake up from this dream inside of a barrow. Meanwhile, my original task was to investigate that barrow, the one that I started at, and I needed the ancient pickaxe for. And then I got distracted like, you know, 3 or 4 times, which is normal for this. I'm sure the barrow didn't have anything of particular interest in it. At least this is a little trippy. Man. The barrow had interesting stuff in it. Okay. Well, then we're gonna go to the barrow after this. Fuck. I don't know, I kind of like this combat system a little bit better than Bloodborne. Anyone else in agreement? Look how good it is. Like if you agree, subscribe if you disagree. Bronate to the cause if you have opinions and like opinions. Hey Vinesauce, got any jokes for April Fools? Oh yeah. Skyrim's combat system. I hate that I have to do this, but I'm gonna load the quick save I made there. You don't come here for good jokes, though, right? I would need writers if you wanted good jokes. Like I have a... Whoa, fuck, I dropped my controller. I have like a team of 8 to 10 trained chimpanzees. Let's see, what did I want to do here? I wanted to... Maybe I can stealth. I dropped my controller, yes. Controller. You know why I have a controller? Because that is the method of input I am using on this Switch version. Because I'm playing the Switch version, and no, it is not a mouse and keyboard, it is a controller. Detected. Yeah, I have too much of this shit. I have too many potions. What? No, I didn't want to do that. Come on, chance of insta-kill. It just never happens when I need it. I sentence you to die. Fucking hell. I'm gonna have a library that's just for show. Has anyone known, like, someone with a massive library in their house, but upon questioning them about the books, they don't actually seem like they read the books? Because that's me right now. Oh, and also in real life, it's almost me. I have, well, half of my library I've read. The other half was like, oh, I'll read this later. 1984? Yeah, I'll read this eventually. Fucking The Silmarillion? Yeah, I'll read this eventually. That's cool. A number of people in chat are saying that they have hentai libraries. You know, you should probably tell your prospecting employer on a job interview that information. I'm sure they would be very impressed. Indeed. Silmarillion is not an easy read. I tried it. I really, really wanted to get into it, and it was like history class again, but worse. And now we pass Lothlorien. The fjords, green, bright. The smell of the weeping pussy willows hang thick in the air. Thick as a boneless limb. On the left, a fjord filled with green, more green, lots of green and flowers of old. In this field there was once a great battle that would rival that of Pelennor Fields. To the right, there's another field. And you get into the field and it's very green. Very green. Animals frolicking, the sound of birds chirping. If this was a George R.R. Martin book, it would be... The smell of lemon cakes was all throughout the land. Bacon wafting in the distance. The crackling of sausages frying up on the frying pan. Tolkien can describe a fjord or a mountain in astounding detail, but Martin describes food and it just sounds amazing. Like the feasts that man can describe in his books. I want. Voice tally, it's probably going to be somewhere in like the 10 mark. Literally ones of voices. Okay, I don't even know why I'm trying to shoot those. I'm going to stop before I end up doing 3 in a row. You've had an interesting week of streams. The past 7 days of streaming has been... Oh look, it's a book pussy. A bussy. Alright, good night everybody. The BBC would like to apologize for the previous comment about Bussy. We realize that this is a Christian stream on Easter Sunday. There shall be no further discussion of book pussies, bookginas, booksticles, book enlargement pills, or any such thing of the sort, the nature of which is disgusting. Especially no talk of booklets. No! There shall be no discussion of booklets here on the stream. I keep waiting for the viewer numbers to go down, but they never do. I don't get it. Must be a lot of lurkers. Or a number of seekers who are just passing through. Why is this here? God damn it, I can't loot that now. Why Magicka? A little bit of Magicka. I don't know, for healing and stuff. One of the reasons I wanted more Magicka was so I could, conjure a Wrathman, which I still can't do. Though I could probably use a potion. Like a potion of extended, or like, of lots of... Here it is. Come on. Come on, just a little bit more. A little bit more. There it is. My first Wrathman, here it is. Shit. Shit. Come on. This is so anticlimactic, please! Yes! Wrathman is here, and it's just a fucking skeleton with some Viking horns. Huh. It's a little disappointing, and it's going to kill itself. Go, Wrathman! You can do this! Destroy the target. I got killed by the tentacles. I missed a shout. Chat, if I use the book again, will I go back to the exact spot where I died, or am I gonna have to do all that all over again? Guess I'm loading. What? Loading. Cheer. 13. That's 13. Little do you know I'm building a resume so I can get the fuck out of this stream nightmare. Oh, it's good. I like it here. Don't worry about it. It's good. It's fine. I have a good time. I hope you do too. Don't worry about it. You know what I mean? There will be no more Wrathman or Boneman. No summoning of the sort from this point forward. Oh, I can loot this fucker. Oh, he's got a Horker tusk. Great. I feel like my archery's been lacking a bit lately. Go through again. It's archery 100. Could use a little bit more bow damage. That's good. Oh, the mass paralysis. That was actually a really good scroll. It was a good scroll. Worm. Dragon aspect. Wait a minute. I don't really know what it does. Now I can leave? Okay. I can go full dragon now if I want to. But what do you do if you wake up and you see this? Really, like, let's not gloss over this. You wake up, you look out your window and you see tentacle portal. What are your last actions? Aside from, you know, cleansing your bowels and bladder, because that's what you do in the morning. You don't know how much time is left. You don't know what's about to happen. You know, the government, like in Independence, they throws a nuke at it and it just absorbs into the portal. Selfie. Selfie with tentacles. Vinny, you know how the chat is going to answer this. Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot. That is how chat would answer this. That's a good point. I know. And on that morning, tens of thousands of people were caught bending over, asses towards the sky. And then the tentacles disappeared, and those with their asses out were posted to the internet. And they were never hired for a job ever again. The end. What would I do? To be serious for a minute. If what appeared to be the end of the world was happening, I would do a stream. You know, if it was like tentacle, like Lovecraft end of the world, I would still do a stream and just say goodbye. Real quick. Just be like, alright. Well, I mean, it wouldn't be like, alright, it wouldn't be like that. That would not be my tone. It would be like, fuck. It was an honor and a pleasure. It was a good run on Earth. We had a good run. We lasted a little while. We averted a number of catastrophes. We built a thing that could destroy us, but we somehow didn't use it. And instead, tentacles from the sky decided to end us. Nukes? No. Tentacles? Yes. So, I mean, that's a credit to humanity that we didn't wipe ourselves out before the tentacles did. What else would I do? Probably drugs. I'd find some. Just a couple drugs. Just like 1 or 2 drugs.
Where'd you come from?
Yeah, like a drug and a half. A drug and a half. And I really have never done hard drugs. It's a true story, I haven't. I took Vicodin for a toothache one time, well, for, you know, wisdom tooth removal. You know, I did the Super Mario's 2 times, and 1 time was terrible, and I was like, yeah, not again. That's not happening again anytime soon, and it hasn't, sadly. And the oregano, couple times the oregano happened. Couple. In the distant past, the oregano happened. But I feel like the oregano wouldn't be good enough for tentacle destruction, and I feel like you'd need, like, I don't know, you'd need something that would... Maybe you need special brownies. I can make some special brownies. DMT? Jesus Christ. By the way, if you want to watch a really bizarre but interesting documentary on something that your brain produces naturally when you die, which is called DMT, dimethyltryptamine or something. Watch DMT, the spirit molecule. Fascinating and strange. People see machine elves. Like, a number of people have seen the same thing and report that they see, like, elves. I'm not kidding, like, elves made of machines that, like, speak to you intelligently. And numerous people say they see this. It's not just like 1 or 2 people. It's like a lot of people that have tried this see these machine elves. Look it up. It's weird. Yeah, it's really strange. Machine elves are geometric figures. I've not, the most hallucination that happened to me was food poisoning. And one time I had Super Mario's and I listened to the Beatle and I looked at the ceiling melt. But that was, again, let me see, is any Twitch staff here? Okay, no, that was a, you know, that was a while ago.
It'll be good to get out of the sun for a while.
We were
This must
just...
be that beautiful Skyrim weather I've always heard about.
Well, we're in Solstheim, but yeah, sure. It's nice to be out. And Serana's like, hey, let's go back in. So what were we talking about? Oh yeah, tentacle destruction, machine elves, drug. I guess that's about it. Yep, that's about it. You know what Carl would do? Well, while I'm fast traveling, I'll let you know. So what would Carl Pilkington do at the end of the world? And Stephen Merchant.
Since, obviously, the days of Nostradamus, there's been many people who've tried to foresee the future.
Carl, I'm not sure if you're familiar, but there's endless, predictions. Apparently there are other planets that may collide with ours. You know, there's some scientific basis on this. But if you knew with certainty that today was the end of the world, how would you spend that final day? So, for instance, I've always wanted to smash up a bar. Do you know what I mean? It's strange, but I've always wanted the exhilaration of just smashing all those bottles, like you see in a film.
But would you enjoy it as much, knowing that you're going to die in 8 hours?
I don't know, I suppose it's the sense of abandon, you know? I mean, maybe I'd murder a person. You know,
Wow.
just see, you know, I don't know, but I think I'd probably go mental.
Because that's
I've always been a very reserved person, you know, I've never got into a fight, never caused a rumpus.
Yeah, but that's a worrying thought because we don't have to have the end of the world for it to be the end of your world, because a lot of people know that they're terminally ill, so they don't go around smashing up bars and killing people.
But I suppose I know there'll be no repercussions ultimately, because the next day everyone's gone, so there's not going to be mourning families.
But then how dare you deprive that person of his last 8 hours or 10 hours of life?
I don't care, because it's the last day on Earth.
What would you do?
I've always wanted to kick a duck up the arse.
Yep. So, how do I get back to Skyrim? I need to get back to my house. Oh, there we go. Let's go back to the house, and then I'll go do that real quick. Someone in chat just said, I thought the machine elves thing was an April Fool's jape, but it's actually a thing. You'd be surprised, some of the fucking rubbish that I talk on this stream is actually real. Like, the fucking blended beavers, that was not me making shit up. And, yeah, the machine elves is 100% real. Well, I mean, you know, there are real accounts of it. Who knows what the fuck people are seeing or what they're saying, but there are reports of this, multiple reports, and so they've nicknamed them machine elves. So therefore, it is not japes. Machine elves sound kind of hot. Leave it to me to tell the chat about something, and leave it to the chat to want to fuck it afterwards. How's this look to you guys? You interested in this on screen right now? You want this? On a scale from 1 to 10, how much do you want to bone? We humans, man, we're really... We've, like I said, we've gone to the moon. We can launch, you know, shit into orbit. We've developed these cell phones and all this amazing technology, and we want to fuck machine elves. Just beholden to our impulses. We're both gods and dog shit, like that one person said a couple weeks ago, or whenever it was. Somewhere between gods and dog shit. My cow looks on through the computer, through the game, at all of us, disapprovingly. It knows. It knows we want to fuck the Draugr. It knows we want to fuck the tentacle monster in the sky. It knows some of you want to fuck machine elves. Vinny, we went to the moon because we want to fuck aliens. Well, there's a very real psychological concept that most of what we do is in the pursuit of sex. So, like, the reason we went to the moon was, like, each person... I mean, this is me paraphrasing to the point of stupidity, but that each person that does something like that is ultimately trying to impress a member of, well, I would say the opposite sex, but that's just not true. It's just anyone. You know, anyone you want to bone. Could be an alien, too. Gnort's Mr. Alien. Who knows what he wanted to fuck. So, yeah, we've come this far, perhaps, because we wish to, be appealing. I mean, that's just one psychological explanation. The other is that we're just dog shit. Yep. Anyway, let me put these books away first, actually. No, you hear a flute. That's a flute, Cicero. That's a flute. That's a motherfucking flute! Cicero. It's a flute. It's a flute, Cicero. It's a flute. Of books that have to be put away. including some duplicates. Oh, we have to return to that dude, that's right.
Oh, foolish Cicero.
I'm thirsty. It's like how you would say it in school. I'm thirsty. Sit down, asshole. Oh. Maybe you guys didn't go to the same type of school that I did. We're all thirsty, chat. The whole fucking chat is thirsty. You guys want to fuck machine elves. Someone's gonna do DMT and try to seduce a machine elf tonight. And they're gonna find out it's just like a geometric figure, and, you know, it doesn't matter. Someone will be successful and mate with a machine elf. And then the aliens will truly come down to this planet. After all this time. They were just waiting for us to figure all that out. Someone's gonna do it. It's either the best or worst time to be alive. I'm not entirely sure. I think the 80s was probably the best time to be alive in a lot of ways. Like, it just seemed like people were having a good time in the 80s, even though, you know, a lot of that was like excess to the extreme.
Cicero is at your service, oh great and powerful listener.
Because Coke. I don't think I would do that. Maybe if you're 80s, you don't have a choice. But... like, it's just in the contract. Here's a thought. It's just a thought experiment, okay? What if... and I say what if... steal. What do you mean steal? This is my own fucking weapon! That was mine! What do you mean steal? Call! Weird. What if... you chose... your birth? It's just a thought experiment. I'm not saying... I'm not making any claims. But, like, what if, like, you, as, like, a ghost fetus, were floating around somewhere in the ether, and you're like, yes, that's where I want to be born. And then, the great ghost was like, why do you want to be there? And then you say, I want to watch Vinesauce. And they say no more, fam. And then you're in. What a time to be alive. Oh, right. Yeah, muffled and move silently. I'm going to keep these two things. I'm going to put away some things. Put away Croesus for the first time. I know this is like the worst part of the stream, but I'm hoping that you'll continue thinking about my thought experiment. Like, this is your fault, somehow. Could you imagine? If that's what this is all about. You wanted to be here at this exact time in history. Isn't that interesting? Or not. I'm still thirsty. Who will help alleviate my thirst? Please don't answer that. That was a joke. I'm gonna go grab some water real quick, and then I'm gonna stream this for another 15-20 minutes. We'll just do that barrow. See what that's all about. Wow, this salmon meat here. Oh, I thought that was 3. Do I have any dragon bones? What the fuck? Oh, I have ore. I have some diamonds. Probably have... Yeah, I have ingots. A lot of this needs to go. You know what? Well, the sanguine rose is pretty good. I like that. I forget that I have it. This pickaxe. Maybe I just need the ancient Nordic pickaxe and I don't need the regular one. So we'll just get rid of that real quick. And I will remove ingot.
Mrs. Marion Merriman Smite, when the gentleman comes calling with his knife in the night.
How about that? Again, facing the wrong way.
What do you need, my friend?
Oh shit, Lydia. I forgot about you. Sorry, Lydia. I'm not good at remembering.
Oh, Cicero, Cicero. Cicero's a twat. Oh, Cicero's Thrussie is getting angry. Oh.
I can just see the chat exploding in my peripheral. I'm not actually looking at it, but I can observe, I can feel the chat. Like when I say something a little bit weird or like controversial or crazy or well, you know what I mean. I just see the chat like it just speeds up at a high velocity. I know I've done my job. Here I cur, my cur, my cur. Guess that's enough for now, even though I'm still at a default of 279 weight. For some reason. This is gonna take a whole lot more effort. I'll probably only be using like 100 of that, but, you know, I'm a bit of a hoarder. So, what can you do? You have too many necklaces. They don't weigh that much, though. I guess I don't need those necklaces. Maybe next time I play this, I'll get rid of the necklaces. But I'll tell you what I need to do right now. I need to get that... Let me get that lemon drink. I like that lemon drink. I'll be right back. Give me the lemon drink. I'll be right back.
Love the lemon drink. That's right, Ethel. Get the lemon drink, Ethel. Bobby Darin. 1958, Bobby Darin. I love that lemon drink. Love the lemon drink, Ethel.
Captain Gjalland does the business around here. I'm just a ship's mate.
Talk to Captain Gjalland if you're looking to book passage. Captain Gjalland does the business around here. I'm just a ship's mate.
Love the lemon drink, Ethel.
Northern Maiden is ship-shape and ready to go.
motherfucker's huge! I'm losing my fucking mind. I've been streaming too much lately. I'm just too comfortable on stream. I don't care anymore. I don't care. I just don't care. I streamed for the 3 hours earlier. Now I'm going on 3 hours again. Yes. Listen. Listen to it. It's the best stream I've ever done. Easily. Vinny is becoming sort of like Germa in terms of sanity. Oh, I'm aware of some of Germa's sanity issues. I'll be in Boston next week. If I'm lucky, maybe I'll get a chance to meet Germa. Criken and I are hoping to plan such an event. I mean, I hope it happens. Tink. 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 Germa streamed a family dinner last night, so I don't know if you're as insane or brave. No, this is good. This is, I like this mining, because it allows me to, read the chat a little bit. Yeah, he's much braver than I am, I'll tell you that much. Bobby Darin! Something just happened, and one of my companions... Oh.
If that's your wish, I'll oblige.
I almost called them my companions. Probably for the second time. Probably have said that before. I guess they're stuck out there. Oh fuck, protected. Alright. I find that the glitchiest stuff happens in like towns and cities. Just around like lots of other NPCs. That's usually when the best stuff happens. The mass guard gatherings. The disappearance. Steal the gold. What do you mean? Where's the golds? To these piles? Oh. Oh. That's a lot of gold. It's gonna take a while. Oh no, I'm like picking up like fucking goblets and shit. So here's gold I'm never gonna use. Great. Oh yeah, take some fucking crusty linen wraps that weigh 3. Ugh. Cup. Linen wraps. Get rid of those. I want to see Cicero explode from the groin outwards. Like, just fucking, like, get decimated. I want to see Cicero's bones expand to like 500% of their original size. There's definitely someone in chat that wants to bone Cicero. The question is, would you actually do it? You know, there's a big difference between wanting to do it and then Cicero's like standing over you with his Cicerussi and he's like, hey. Ooh, oh, the listener, yes. Oh, let me get the hard to reach crevices. When wielded with Soul Render, absorbs 15 health and has a chance to weaken enemy armor. Nah, no one's here, dude. No one's here. No one's here. Oh, there's that cool sound. That's a glitch that they could do with fixing. Like, seriously, that needs to be fixed. Nothing. Nope, no one here, just us clowns.
Does someone live among the dead? Mortal, no one hides from the dead.
Yep, ghost with ragdoll physics. Oh god, there's 3 of them. Why is gold still being added?
Your shroud.
I still say
Some nice ectoplasm. Never know when you're gonna need that. Little plasm. And the music is stopped, but the fight is not over, actually. I think we've had a problem here. We've got a bit of a problem. Garuk is the name of this character?
Garuk's protection is ready to roll!
Good aim. That was like, okay, that's 3 in a row, and that was false modesty. That was like me taking the piss.
I sense a presence.
Mortal. You can never truly stop me.
Come on. Oh my god. You would think ghosts would be able to just kind of like detect, like just automatically sense. Where I am, but no, they have to look with their ghost eyes. My archery is so fucking garbage tonight. It's just unreal. So bad. Soul render. Well. Couple of matching swords. It's pretty cool. Let's see, is this even better than my, some of it's better than, well, not in terms of damage. That might be able to change if I upgrade them. Scimitars, yeah. Look at that. Look at that. Just look at it. I'll bet you money there's at least one person in chat that wants to bone these swords.
This is gorgeous. I'm glad you're here with me.
Yep. Good timing. You know, I just defeated a ghost posse. Alright, I think that's about the stream. I mean, we got a lot of shit done, I feel. There's a lot of good questing. A lot of progress was made. Even if it was optional, I wanted to do most of the stuff here, at least. So, I'll return the axe next time. Let's just save and stop and pretend that tonight didn't happen, shall we?
Headed east. May want to give the town Mithra a wide berth.
Wide berth? I don't like the sound of wide berth, but yeah, sure. Oh, wait a minute. I gotta turn my switch off fully. Thank you for entertaining me on my boring Saturday nights. These hot messes keep me going. Well, they're fun. I don't always want to go out. You know, like I used to go out on the weekends more, and there's just nothing to do. I'm not really a big drinker anymore, so it's like, well, what do you do? I'd rather stream. You know, maybe go out a little bit here and there and enjoy my nights with some hot Skyrim garbage. You know? Alright, let's see if I got any bingo. I'm gonna need your help on this one, chat, so please let me know. Okay, so, I don't think I got this one. This didn't happen. The appropriate text and conversation probably didn't happen. That didn't happen. That didn't happen. That didn't happen. I don't think this happened either. That certainly happened. Not much happened. That probably happened. Ironic, oblivious statement. Yep, that definitely happened. That kind of more or less happened. The scratch noises happened for sure. That definitely happened. I didn't really admire it. Yep. That didn't happen. Probably that. Todd happened. Not a whole lot happened. I think that the Solstheim probably didn't do a whole lot of amazing glitching because I don't know, it just isn't. It's a lot of questing tonight. So no bingo here. Vinny, not much happened. You were the best part of the stream. That's a shame. Blade Runner. Alright, so anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed Scrum plus Bingo. Eventually, we'll go back to Skyrim. It'll belong to the Nords. And mainland Skyrim will hopefully give us some more of the meme juice. But it was still fun. I mean, regardless of whether or not it glitches, I still have a good time. The quests, the characters, they're silly, they're entertaining, and it brings me a level of happiness to finally be doing this DLC stuff. I feel like I got my money's worth from 7 years ago, finally. But anyway, we'll have to do a Far Cry bingo soon. Let's take a look at the art. And again, tomorrow I'll be around. Expect some kind of Sunday stream. So if you want more streams, I did 3 hours earlier of Half-Life stuff. So be sure to check that out. Yeah. Okay, here's the art from Jick Weehat. Wow, it's a little disturbing. Jesus. From You Will Never Guess My URL. I'm pretty sure I showed this one earlier. Okay, so yeah, I did see that one earlier. The Clark was here, made this. Based on Metal by Pink Floyd's album cover. Yeah, a little bit. It's kind of a cool shroom, though. Like the colors. From Jubei Higuma. Who, me? It's like Kirby art. That's what it's tagged as. From Anno Anomaly. My name is Kirby, and I likes to fight. More Kirby next week. Again, while a lot of people are here, I won't be around next week. Skyrim will not be next week because I'll be in Boston. So from Thursday to Sunday, there will be no streams. Like I said, there's other Vinesauce streamers. There's other streamers in general. And there's tons of like full sauce shit. I'm sure even the most intrepid viewer hasn't caught all of my streams. So, but I will have a good time, and I'll see you probably Monday. Why Boston? PAX East. Yeah. From Professor Baggy Wrinkles, here's a BRB with the ingots from the Kirby game. Pretty cool. Getting better and better at this 3D stuff. From Town Biz. Cosmic Spider. Yeah, this is from my Bloodborne stream the other day. Fuck that Cosmic Spider. Hated it. From Perry Fan. My dad, the listener, he likes to yell. It's Cicero who drew this. Me playing with my dad. My sister, I don't like her. My Night Mother, I love her very much. My Family by Cicero, age 8. I want to print this out and put this on my fridge. I just need a good printer. I really do. I would put this on my fridge in a fucking heartbeat. This is really great. He's flying too. That's the best part. He likes to yell. I'm doing a fucking Fus Roda. Well, time to go to Staples or some such place. From Anima Anorum. Here's Cicero. From Joey12304. The look on my face says it all. I'm not much of a holiday guy anyway. The Easter Bunyot is here though. From Noah Apache. What the fuck is this? Vinny says that he has an asshole on the back of his head or something. Oh yeah, that's right. When Cicero was like sniffing. I might have said that. That's correct. From Shaddy the Guy. Open question. What does Lizard Man ass smell like? Asking for a friend. Good search. Cicero's results are going to be very weird on Google. From Prebentious. Vinesauce wishes you were here. BRB. There you go. So we got some more Floyd album cover parodies lately, which I can appreciate. It's a Floydian slip. From Kakapo. I'm the Vine. I like books. Amazing. Here's one from Brandon VH. And just a little Solstheim art. It's kind of cool. Donkey SH Spittle made this. Pick a dream friend. Probably Adeline. Yeah, Adeline, I think would make sense. But they're all pretty cool. Maybe we will get them eventually. From Carouse Caroutler, more strange animation with Simpson. Okay. 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 Here's one from Ficina. Serana the cat, Cicero the dog. They kind of do have those qualities a little bit though, right? From another one, Far Cry Bingo. I'm scooting! Yep. Beavers, explosions, scooting. It could happen. I mean, if we get bored of Skycry. All right. I am done. Thank you, everybody. I hope you enjoyed the stream. And I did. So please enjoy your night. See, there were no japes. There were no japes tonight. Once again, check out the other Vinesauce streamers at twitch.tv/team/Vinesauce or Vinesauce.com, or you just hang out here and wait for an auto host, and you might enjoy. No, I didn't plan any japes. I'm sorry. I don't have anything up my sleeve. The stream itself was a jape. Some of the topics I brought up hopefully are enough to get stuck in your craw for a little while. No, but I really, I hope you do check out some of the other streamers and support them. And you guys are extremely supportive and great. And, I'll see you tomorrow. And so I'll see some of you in person in Boston in about a week, less than a week. So yeah, what can I say? And have a good night and see you tomorrow and stuff, and check out the other streamers or check out here and things for that such nature of things. Good night.
You are so smart, Chatchit. There is a big jape. It's on you for watching the stream.